Well, we're in Criccieth Castle. It was constructed in the 1200s, first recorded in 1239 as a prison. The area we're in is the outer ward at the moment, and it was probably built by Llewellyn ap Lorworth, and these things on the outside to our right of the picture are the once external walls. This area was a sort of little extended keep. Criccieth Castle wasn't just a castle for Welsh princes, it was actually a castle for Edward I and Edward II.
You got any dolphins yet? Have you spotted them?
Look at the dolphins. No, I was too busy looking at the boat. The Welsh War of Independence in 1403, Owain Glendower laid siege to the castle. But it wasn't about defence, it just demonstrated the wealth and power of the princes. It would have been finely decorated, and carved doorstops can be found in doorways today. But the kings of the castle fought over it for almost 200 years, so there was a lot going on here. Things quietened down by the time we moved into former Marine Crescent. Wasn't so much fighting going on, just the occasional shooting, shooting from the attic windows at rabbits on the castle hillside, shooting from the castle at light bulbs in the sea, shooting from the castle at the occasional television he disposed of at the sea. So it's got a checkered history.
Well, we're here today, the two of us, in front of a castle, looking just towards the Dinas in the far direction.
Oh, the Dinas. Fond memories of the Dinas, climbing it, scraping our knees, slipping down these slopey parts, tearing our fingernails as we clawed our way along edges, clothes full of brambles as we went through the undergrowth, hidden from tourists who were walking up the hillside. As young children we knew the little secret passageways in the undergrowth, and all the countryside around, which was a playground. Magic. Doesn't get better than this, Mike.
In some ways, it's hard to believe that Christopher and I are now the elders. Our parents passed, but the memories of them evoked by being together in Criccieth are stronger than ever. Criccieth, where our maternal great-grandparents on the Rothwell side and our own parents came for their respective honeymoons. We moved here from Chester when I was but 11 weeks old and Christopher was 4, as Pa was appointed resident engineer for the construction of the nearby Trasfynydd atomic power station. We last visited for Pa's 80th birthday back in 2007. This visit is about honouring our parents and disposing of our ashes, hence the Ashes Tour, in a way that we feel best serves them and our fond memories. My inner philosopher could take this as a segue to wax lyrical on the meaning of life and more particularly on death and dying. But before that serious grown-up elder stuff, the Boydell boys really need some ice cream.
Oh, it is.
A bowl of ice cream.
Does it taste as good as it ever did?
Well,
Twice as much down there.
it's in the tasting spike. My reaction to eating on that cold.
Yeah, eating one. You don't need to make it slow-mo, but...
Yummy, yummy. Element of memory here, but it's not.
We should have got a cone. No, 99. I think it has different dynamic to its story.
I'm just going for the purity of the ice cream experience.
That's better. Caffeine and sugar, tick. Now, time to be elders and head to Port Maddock, where we'll catch a boat into the Bay of Criccieth in sight of our childhood home in Marine Crescent and in the lee of the castle. And to take us there, Christopher will share some reflections from Franco about his grandparents and the Boydell tradition. Oh yes, we're filming. We've got beautiful scenery in.
From Franco. I've struggled to put too many specific memories down about Granny Val and Grandpa Pete. Perhaps it's because I knew them as grandparents, and this is absolutely fine. These are the roles we get to play for one another. So I've learnt the most about them through my parents' stories, and through my parents' and Spike's ways, and then time spent, the time we got to spend recently with Ed, and of course the way Henry and I treat each other. I love being part of this family, our family. If we're lucky in the future, Boydell's clan will grow bigger, and we'll get to share our values and teach the next wave of amazing weirdos. The stories I do know about Granny Val and Grandpa Pete usually centre around them wanting to do things in certain ways, from strong views on denim jeans to lighting a pipe and the approach to roundabouts. These particulars are the family trait. Some might call it stubbornness, others will say we need to sort out our priorities. I say we just do it our own way. Peace and love, Franco. This is it. Our parents' ashes tour today, and we're going to have a little ceremony where we place them in the bay at Criccieth, where they spent happy time in the early 60s. We grew up and really enjoyed this environment.
So,
We're fortunate men.
yeah, the fortunate men live just over here in Marine Crescent, with all of this as our playpen as young children.
It was. The dinas behind us, castle on one side, and all the countryside and the seaside along here too, which we explored. I'm just going to drop it in, okay?
First part.
First part.
First part, the blown out candle.
Put the candle
Oh,
in.
there it goes. Well, that's a good bellwether of how fast the ashes are going to go. The ashes are going to blow all over. They go on top of the ashes, right?
I'm going to put those in to start, because they'll flow. Okay? A little poem.
I missed the tobacco completely, so...
Okay, and you can look at me as I do this, and it might rework. So I'm going to go, this is for both of us. So, we don't grieve like you grieve. Fond memories live with you. Happy times remembered, relived. But they live within us, forever. We don't grieve like you grieve. Your memories become less certain. They live within us, in our frame, in our manner and voice. They are with us, always. We don't grieve like you grieve. Happy days and joyous moments past. They are always in us. They are our parents. We are their children. Our children know this.
Good one, bro. So, this is a farewell. A little final completion from R and Pa. Happy days in Criccieth. Returning for a happy moment to carry forth on the wind, probably, in the ocean, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, earth to earth. It's a final closure for Peter Glover Boydell and for Jean Valerie Rothwell, who spent many happy years here in Criccieth, raised us here, and now we're going to consign to the ocean.
So I'm going to share their ashes together, because this is what they spent their lives together, a great love for each other, a great love for us. So, okay,
That's Mum, that's Pa.
okay, so we're going to put their ashes in the water together, and they can be united
Forever
in
here.
Forever here, yeah.
Be careful how they go there. Okay. There goes the tobacco. And here we have the fuchsias. great love of fuchsias, and they're members of the Fuchsia Society, and Pa had a great love of Arundel flake.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for that. That's perfect.
Mission accomplished. Back to terra firma for a bit of a party. And what a party, with perfect synchronicity, Criccieth had by chance laid on.
Good luck, have a great weekend, take care of yourself.
We don't grieve like you grieve. Fond memories live with you. Happy times remembered, relived. But they live with us forever. We don't grieve like you grieve. Your memories become less certain. They live within us, in our frame, our manner, our voice. They are with us, always. We don't grieve like you grieve. Happy times and joyous moments past. They are always in us. They are our parents. We are their children. Our children know this.